Hi everyone, in this video I provide an overview of the assignments for HDL670. First up, I'm going to talk about the discussions. There are 4 discussion posting assignments for this course. The first one is the introduction, and the other 3 posts are where you respond to a prompt and then post replies to 2 classmates. The introduction post does not require responding to peers, but feel free to get conversations going around shared interests. In this example from another course, you can see that the original post is pretty lengthy. The poster provided clear connections to assigned readings and then provided some perspective from her own experiences and reflections on the readings. And then I've included the first 2 responses from 2 of her classmates. The first one isn't bad, it's obviously pretty brief. And the second one I like better, not because it's longer, but because the poster really gets into some depth and really engages with what the initial post of the student, and really provided her own reflection on what that student had to say. The next assignment I want to acknowledge is the Cultural Competencies essay, which is due in the 5th module, I believe. And for this essay, you're to read Chapter 15 in Leadership by Nordhaus. For those of you who are in the HDL program, you hopefully recognize this book as the common book across all of the HDL courses. But for those of you who are not HDL students, or for those of you who are new to the HDL program and have not yet gotten Leadership by Nordhaus, I have posted a PDF scan of Chapter 15, which is on diversity, along with the assignment. For this assignment, there are 5 prompts, and you are to respond to those 5 prompts in essay format. Please do not restate the prompts and then answer below. This essay really should be written like a cohesive essay where you flow from one idea to the next and with clear transitions from one to the next. At a minimum, you should write 1 full paragraph to respond to each of the 5 prompts. A paragraph generally consists of 4 to 6 sentences with a clear beginning, middle, and end. Next up is the Diversity Research Project, and this assignment is divided into 3 separate assignments. First is the topic identification. The purpose of the Diversity Research Project is for you to engage in a topic related to diversity in some greater depth than simply going through the assigned readings and the discussion postings and other assignments in this course. This is an opportunity for you to engage critically with a topic related to diversity from the perspective of engaging with a particular cultural group or diverse population that's distinctly different from yourself. Part of this assignment includes identifying a member of a distinct cultural group or diverse population and conducting an interview, which is the next part of the assignment. For this, you need to conduct an interview either in person, via Skype, or on the telephone. You cannot conduct this interview via email or chat. It needs to be in some sort of face-to-face or voice-to-voice fashion. And so you need to submit a reflection of your interview. And there are extensive guidelines provided for conducting the interview and writing the reflection. So as you think about conducting the interview, I've provided some standard prompts to help you conduct that interview. And feel free to add to these, but at a minimum, ask these questions of the person who agrees to the interview. The second part of the Diversity Research Project is submitting an outline and citations. And the purpose of doing this is to help me help you. I want to make sure that you're not working on the final paper right before the end of the semester and are completely off course. This gives submitting the outline and citations gives me a chance to provide you with some very important and critical feedback on your project before you get too deep into it. I've not included slides relating to the overall diversity research paper in this video because as we move through this course this summer, I'll provide a detailed perspective on writing that final paper after you submit the outline and citations. And as you go through this course, please ask me questions. I want you to ask me questions. You can either use the general questions forum that's in the first module in this course, or actually the second module after getting started. And that's a space where if we were in a face-to-face classroom and you were to raise your hand to ask a question, whether it's about assignments or something about the course in general, questions about readings, anything like that. If you have a question that you would rather ask me one-on-one, please send me an email, either asking your question via email or send me an email to set up a time for us to talk on the phone or on Skype. Or if you're in Murray, set up a time to meet face to face so we can talk through any questions that you have. But please don't feel that just because I've put things on Canvas that my work is done. This is an online course, but this does not mean that you're all alone in this course.